military and their families. And we join you from USAA Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out. In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
South. 19 Texans. 11.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. That's complete. It's Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 53 yards. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they're going to get two more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted two instead of one on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. Now they'll be led out by a four-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Vince Wilfork. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 22. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And this will be a Texans first down as he gets it up past the 35.
On the fleek, right?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mixon up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Our next drive forthcoming as we remind you that if you think you might be one of the best Madden players in the world, well, now's the time to prove it. It's not too late to register and compete for your share of $1.7 million. That's what the Madden Championship prize pool is worth. Visit MaddenChampionship.com and register for free. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw is Montana. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Montana to throw. He coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Here's a give to Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Stroud looking to throw. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They give it to Williams, running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Montana. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Gerald McCoy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Here we go.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And some space here. Now he's free to midfield. Joe Mixon racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They will look to throw. Montana, and he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Houston's offense taking over again. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Ball at the 23, second and 8. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Now he's loose again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 77 yards. And the Texans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Montana. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Shotgun. Here's Montana. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.